All right. I don't know if that light's better. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I don't know. I'm recording outside, which is new. Well, it's not new, but I'm using some different lighting and some different sounds, so I'm not quite sure that you can hear, but I'm going to press on because, Geminis have to get it out, like, in the moment, or it's gone and we're on to the next thing. So, Take Hold of the Flame. I just posted a video with the lyrics from Queensryche back in the day from '84 when they dropped a song called Take Hold of the Flame in the lyrics. And I think it's very timely. I think it's really important to hear these inspirational songs in all the genres. Like, for me, this speaks to me. Like, I'm old school rock. I like the classic rock. I like the soft rock. I like the hair bands. I like the metal. This is me, all right? So whatever works for you and is motivating you, fucking do that. You gotta find the thing that's gonna move you right now. You gotta find that thing that's gonna get you out of your comfort zone, that's gonna propel you out of that fear place and into maybe just kind of the neutral spot of like questioning for a minute. If you're not already in the questioning place, that's a good next step to be in. There's a lot of information out there. I totally get it. It's overwhelming. It can be scary because you're questioning your safety, your health, the safety and health of your family, of your friends, of your customers, your patients. You've got a lot to think about right now. I get it. So you got to take hold of the flame. You gotta grab the fire, man, and you gotta hold on to it, and you need to shine that light into those dark corners where you don't know what's going on. You might think that certain authorities have all the answers. They don't. They're being told the answers by somebody else. I guarantee you. You must learn to think for yourselves and question for yourselves and discern for yourselves. You got to. This is the time. It's it. This is it. You've got to really, it's been easy to, step behind the curtain and let the wizard do everything, but we can't do that anymore. We can't. And I know it's intense. I know. I get it. But let's just step up. And a couple of months ago, I showed you a thing that I've used, and you might want to use it. There's other things out there, but here's what works for me. It's a little kinesiology test. It's a muscle test that you can use, and it's gotten me out of a lot of pickles, I'll tell you. So I am right-handed. So for me, as I'm right-handed dominant, that's going to be the one that's going to be like the strong hand, the strong side. And then my left side is going to be the weaker or the receptive side. And so I'm making an okay sign with my left hand. And then I'm also making an okay sign with my right hand, but I'm going to use the right side to try to open that left side. This is the test for me, and it works. Here's the thing, guys. It's all about intention. When those witches used those bones to read stuff, those bones were just a prop. They didn't need those bones. They just asked because they had intention. They had intention, and they used it, and they asked outside of themselves. The bones were just for show. The same thing with cards and all the props. We don't really need them. Everything is within. So when you dial into your body, and so the hands are one way. Some people will use a swaying test where they're standing up, and if they sway, if they sway one way, that's a yes, and if they sway another way, that's a no, or if they don't sway, that's an answer. You get to decide what it is for you because your body is plugged in, is dialed in, is connected to the all. Do you believe that we're children of the Creator? Do you believe you came from a Creator, from a being beyond all knowing and above everything? If you believe that you are connected to the Creator and you're a child of the Creator, you're tapped into omnipotence and you're tapped into divine wisdom, and you can dial into that at any time, and this is one way to do it. So if you calibrate it and you say, this is what I recommend, if when you start to use these tools, you need to be able to trust that they're going to be accurate and they're going to tell you the truth. All right, so initially you want to ask some questions that you already know the answer to. So you'll ask things like, I'm a girl, show me a yes. You need to know what the yes and no look like, so, and feel like. So show me a yes. So for me, that's like strong. I'm like really trying to open, I'm really trying to open this circle over here against the resistance of the left side, and it's not opening. So that for me, at the moment, is a yes. Now, I can come back, tomorrow, and it may not be the strong, it may actually be the weak response. That's just what my body's doing at the moment. Not judging, it is what it is. So then show me a no, I'm getting a weaker response, it's opening. Now I have my yes and my no, so now I'm going to calibrate it. So my name is Michelle. Well, right now it's not. I don't know what it is. What is it? My name is Michelle. Okay, now it is. It's messing with me. We all have a jester inside, don't we? And so I'm a girl. Yes, I am. All right. And so I live in Tennessee. Yes, I do. So you start to calibrate it and you get the answers that you know are true. So you know what to feel with a yes and you know what to feel with a no. Then you can go off and ask questions and get answers for yourself. I know that you want to listen to other people, and I know that you want to trust other people, and I know that you want to give your trust to authority figures. I totally get that. Also, you need to be able to trust yourself. You need to be able to take that flame and wield that flame, honey. You need to wield that flame. I'm not going to project some kind of dystopian future for us, but what I'm going to say is that we don't know what the future holds, and being able to rely upon yourself and your own answers and your own wisdom and your own truth is a big freaking deal. Okay? So use these things. Use this. Some people use this thing where they try to push their finger down. You may find these on YouTube or online somewhere. I haven't really investigated that, but I know there's several different versions of this where you're dialing into your body. You can simply ask. Look, man, I'm going to tell you a story. So, I started using a tool back in 2010, 10 years ago, for manifestation and inspiration and intention, just things that I wanted to do and take care of. I started using this particular tool, and it all focused around asking and praying and just bringing in my team, my spiritual and angelic team, and just asking. And so one day I get a call, like out of the blue, middle of the day, I get a call from my son's school. It was a recorded message from his principal. And she was saying, you don't need to be afraid. I'm like, oh my gosh, now she's caught me completely off guard because, who says that? So she says, you don't need to be afraid, but we're in lockdown and no one can come in or out of the school. We've had a situation in the area and it's being handled, but you don't need to be afraid. And we'll keep you posted. I'm like, oh my God. And click, end of message. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, what is going on over there? I'm on the other side of town. I'm like 40 miles away. I can't even go over there, even if I wanted to. And so immediately I just go into this tool that I had been using in this process. And I'm like, I said all the things. I went in within. I brought in my team, my spirit guides, my guardian angels, my master guides, my higher selves, and all the beings that I'd been working with. And none of that really matters, only to say that we have an abundance of help. We have an abundance of support. Did you ever see that movie City of Angels with Nicolas Cage and was it Meg Ryan? Is that her name, right? And they showed all the angels on the beach and all the angels on the in the library. We have an entourage. We all do. Okay, it's there. So I call all of them in, and I'm like, handle this. Go handle this for me. This situation is now resolved. Those are the words I use. This situation is resolved easily, effortlessly, and immediately in the right and perfect time. And so it is. So then, like 5 minutes later, I get a recorded call from the principal again, saying the situation has been resolved. Using the same words that I just used 5 minutes ago. Like, she could have used any words. She could have used any phrase. She could have said, it's been handled. It's been managed. We've got it under control. But she used the words that I used to show me that it works. When you ask and you're bringing in your team and you're trusting, it works. So all this freaking 2 a.m. Facebook, it's not even, it's going to go a couple of different places, but 2 a.m. video, under some really trippy lighting, is just to tell you that you merely need to trust and ask and take hold of the flame because it's there for you. It's been there for you. Our whole existence here on this planet, it's been here for us. And we simply need to take hold of it, trust its truth, and wield it wisely and well. Wield it with compassion, without judging or shaming or harming anyone. Taking care of ourselves, doing what we need to do to protect our bodies, treating our bodies with love and compassion, which radiates out to others, which helps them to treat their bodies with love and compassion. That's it, man. So I hope this helps. Feel free to, give me some comments, drop me some messages or all the things. And I'm starting to work with individual clients now. So if you feel inclined or inspired to give me a message or a shout or a call, I'm down with that as well. Peace, y'all.